I'm here today on the banks of the Mells River near Frome, and I've come to see a wonderful aqueduct. And this aqueduct was built but never used. So why? Why was it never used? The concept behind it was a fantastic idea. So I think if you come with me now, we'll go and take a look and see what we think. But it's an incredible structure, and I'll give the ins and outs of it when we're up near there. But it's a fantastic thing to see, so close to home and just over the Wiltshire border into Somerset. So we're in Somerset now, but a fantastic thing to see. So come with me and let's take a look. You can see the first part of the structure here behind me, and it was completed in 1795, and it is a truly magnificent thing. We'll be able to see it better from the other end. I've just had a look in this little tunnel down here, and there's nothing much in there, so we'll have a little look at that a moment and see what you think. So looking inside there, you can see that there's a tunnel that would have gone initially, I suppose, all the way through. I know there's a tunnel on the other side which we'll look at later. But you can see the ornate stonework and everything going around it, and it's made of Dolting stone. And Dolting is a small village not that far from here, strangely enough, where St Aldhelm died. So an interesting place if you ever get to go there. But you can see just inside the tunnel here, there's nothing of any great interest in there. It's just a blanked off piece that smells horrible. So let's carry on, I think. So I'm on the top part of the structure now, and the idea behind it was absolutely fantastic. It was going to link Poole to Bristol via the Kennet and Avon Canal eventually. But this canal went into financial ruin basically, and they built this small section which we'll have a look at, and the actual aqueduct. But the aqueduct never held any water and was never used. And here we are all those years on, and it's still here. The actual aqueduct over on this side is quite overgrown, so we won't really be able to get on top of it, but we will be able to look at the sides and everything else. And it's 70 foot in length, so it's quite a magnificent structure. And these days would have cost millions to produce, and back then I suppose it would have been the equivalent of that, those millions. So let's carry on. And down here is a tunnel that would have linked up with the tunnel that we looked at on the other side. So I'm just going to have a quick look in here and see what it looks like. And as you can see, it's very dark, damp and dingy, but you can see that it's constructed very well. But I have noticed one thing which is quite interesting about this tunnel, and it's just on the wall here, so let's have a look at that. And just here there's a Maltese cross which was done to show a sign of strength in building, so they put that on there as a sign of strength. And then to this side here is T and D 1798. So graffiti goes on, and there's much more modern stuff in here as well, but it's very interesting. So the builders had faith to put that in there to show that it was a particularly strong structure. So from up on the bank in here you can see one of the spans, and looking over towards the other, the sun's very bright there, might not be able to see it. And there's the other span just over there, but it's a shame we can't really see it better than we can. So I'll just scan here so you can see how much we can see on this side, and then through the weeds there. I don't want to fall in the river, but that is about all we can really see. I'll just angle up a bit there too. So not a great deal. Not so sure. Not so sure on that at all. It's a bit too overgrown, I think. Well, I can't find any safe way through, so I'm not going to go through. Obviously, I don't want people to go on it. But you can see the top facing wall here of the aqueduct, and I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see the condition of it. You can see it's totally overgrown. Such a shame really. It'd be nice to walk on the top of it, but there's obviously no walking on that. But it's a fantastic structure, over 70 feet long, and we can't get to it, but such is life. Let's carry on, I think. And the same with this side, extremely overgrown. It's such a shame when this sort of thing happens. All that undergrowth should be cleared away from them, but that's what it is. It's just a nightmare really to see, as much as I would have liked, but an incredible structure, and it's still here after all those years. Part of the canal was dug along here, so we're going to go and have a little look at that. Such a shame about the aqueduct, but it's there, and then I'll summarise things and we'll have a little look around. So come with me and we'll walk and have a look at this canal that never held water, the aqueduct that never held water. Such a shame, and would have cost the equivalent of millions of pounds back in their day if we were to have built something like that today. And the idea behind it was fantastic, but it just never took off. And one of those things really, we all have good ideas, and if we can't get the funding for them, they just die. But an incredible piece of fantastic history. So come with me. Well, I'm stood in now what would have been the canal, and if it was still here these days, the benefits for Frome would have been phenomenal. And it is a really pleasant area, apart from the smell of garlic, of course, which it can sometimes be a bit pungent. But it's nice to come, nice to have a look, and you can see little signs of the canal building as you look around. And it's just a shame that this section was built and it never really went anywhere, and it never was connected, and the aqueduct didn't have any water in it. Well, I'm going to be leaving the area now. I've had a fantastic time. I hope you've enjoyed it, and you'll come along to this area and visit. It's a shame we couldn't see too much of the aqueduct, but it's there, and it's 70 foot long, and it's made of Dalton stone where a saint died. It's fantastic. Things get no better than this. A brilliant idea which never took off. So what can I say? Let's go.